Everyone who watched this clip noticed the smile at the end. Almost nobody noticed who it was actually for. That is the detail worth pausing on, because it changes what this footage really is. This is Rabbit News Hallyu, and the clip in question is a 60-second compilation of Park Bo-gum on set during his period drama work, makeup chair, costume fittings, quiet downtime between takes. Nothing in it is staged for release. No interview, no announcement, no press event. Just a camera that happened to be running while an actor did the ordinary, unglamorous work of waiting to perform. At first glance, it looks like the kind of soft, low-stakes content every fandom collects, an actor being pleasant near a camera. But look again at where his attention actually goes, and a more specific pattern appears, one that says less about Park Bo-gum's personality and more about how authenticity gets produced, packaged, and consumed in the entertainment industry today. The footage opens in the makeup chair. A brush moves across his face, and instead of holding a fixed, camera-ready expression, he closes his eyes when the moment calls for it and smiles at something unseen off to the side. It is a small choice, but it is a choice, the difference between managing an image and simply existing inside a process. That distinction becomes sharper a few seconds later. The setting shifts away from any finished, camera-ready configuration, and his posture stays the same, relaxed, unguarded, attention drifting toward whatever is actually happening around him rather than toward the lens. Then the costume appears. Period styling changes everything about how a scene reads on screen. It adds distance, formality, a sense of history. But behind the camera, none of that grandeur survives contact with a film set. He is shown holding a small prop fan while crew members move around him doing their jobs, and the effect is almost deflating in a good way. The costume signals character, but the body language underneath it still reads as person waiting for his next cue. This is where the footage starts to earn its second layer of meaning, because now there is a comparison to make. Formal styling versus plain clothes. Character versus crew member. Performance mode versus waiting mode. And across every one of those contrasts, one thing does not change: he keeps orienting toward the people near him, not toward the camera that is technically the only audience that matters for output like this. That consistency is the real subject of the clip, even though nobody built it to be. The footage then slows into something quieter. Park Bo-gum sits beside another cast member, and rather than angling toward the camera the way trained on-camera presence usually does, he turns his attention to the person next to him. No pose. No obvious awareness that this moment might end up online. Just one person's focus following another person's presence, the way it does in any workplace when nobody is performing. And that is what makes the final seconds function the way they do. He stands beside a co-star, looks toward them, and his expression opens into a full, unguarded smile. It lasts barely a second. But the timing gives it away. This is not a smile built for a lens. It is a reaction to a person. The camera simply happened to be positioned to catch it. Here is the detail that changes how the whole clip should be read. The single most shareable, most charismatic second in this entire compilation was not created as content at all. It was incidental. Nobody scripted it, blocked it, or asked for a second take. The industry did not manufacture that reaction. It captured something that was already happening and would have happened whether or not a camera existed to record it. That matters more than it might first appear, because authenticity has quietly become one of the entertainment industry's most valuable and most difficult assets to produce on demand. Studios, agencies, and platforms have spent the last several years building entire content categories, behind-the-scenes reels, candid vlogs, unscripted variety segments, specifically to sell audiences on the idea that they are seeing something real, something outside the packaged final product. It is now a standard part of promotional strategy, not an afterthought. But there is a structural tension built into that strategy, and this clip happens to expose it cleanly. The more genuinely unscripted a moment is, the less it can be systematically reproduced on command. You can schedule a behind-the-scenes camera crew. You cannot schedule a spontaneous smile at a specific timestamp. In this specific case, the most valuable second of footage was also the one piece of it that no production plan could have guaranteed. That is not a flaw in how the content was made, it is close to the opposite. It is a reminder that the thing audiences respond to most is precisely the thing that resists manufacturing. This does not establish an industry-wide rule about how behind-the-scenes content performs. and one clip from one actor is not evidence of a universal formula. But it does illustrate a narrower, still meaningful point. The footage that reads as most real to viewers tends to be the footage that was least controlled at the moment it was captured, and that creates a real limit on how repeatable this kind of appeal actually is for the people trying to package it. There is a media behavior layer here too, separate from the production side. Coverage of moments like this rarely comes from official channels. It comes from fan accounts and clip aggregators pulling a few unscripted seconds out of a much longer, unremarkable set video and recirculating them across platforms until the moment outgrows its original context entirely. That path matters because it changes who controls the narrative. A studio can decide what goes into an official behind-the-scenes reel, but it cannot fully control which 4 seconds an audience decides are worth extracting, subtitling, and passing along. In this case, the extracted moment was not the costume, not the prop fan, not even the makeup chair opening, it was the smile that had nothing to do with performance at all. That is a meaningful signal about what international audiences are actually selecting for when they engage with entertainment content, not polish, but proof of an unguarded reaction. That selection process also says something about how platforms reward this kind of footage. Algorithmic recommendation systems tend to weight completion rate and rewatch behavior heavily, and unscripted human moments, a genuine laugh, an unplanned glance, a smile that arrives a beat late, are the kind of detail viewers rewind to catch again. A produced, camera-aware smile rarely earns a second look. An incidental one often does. None of this means platforms are designed around Park Bo-gum specifically, or that this single clip proves how recommendation algorithms behave across the industry. But it does help explain why footage like this keeps circulating well past its original release window, long after the underlying production has wrapped and moved on to promotion for something else entirely. There is also a quieter observation sitting underneath all of this, one that has less to do with strategy and more to do with consistency. Across every setting in this clip, makeup chair, plain clothes, full period costume, seated beside a colleague, Park Bo-gum's baseline behavior does not shift. The wardrobe changes. The environment changes. The people around him change. What stays constant is where his attention goes and how naturally his reactions surface. That kind of consistency is not something a single 60-second clip can prove as a broad character trait, but within the frame of this footage specifically, it is the through line that ties the makeup chair to the final smile. That is also, in the end, why the video works as well as it does. It is not built around one dramatic reveal or one viral line. It is built around the accumulation of small, unremarkable choices that all point the same direction, toward the people in the room rather than the camera pointed at them. Charisma built on big gestures is easy to manufacture and easy to schedule. Charisma built on presence, on the small unguarded reactions that happen when someone is not performing, is much harder to produce and much harder to fake. So the smile at the end is not really the story. The story is what it reveals about everything that came before it, a set of small, consistent choices that were never meant to be content, and that became the most compelling content in the clip precisely because of that. If you like entertainment stories that go past the surface moment, the kind that look for the quiet signal most coverage skips right over, that is exactly what Rabbit News Hallyu is built for. Subscribe if you're here for analysis, not just updates.